Have you ever dreamed of visiting Club 33 at Disneyland? I've been dreaming about it for years, and a few weeks ago, I finally got to check it off my bucket list. In this episode, I'm sharing all the details about Club 33, including how I was able to go, what it's like inside, and what it takes to become a member, plus what perks members get. This is Mixin' Some Magic.
Hi, I'm Melissa with Mixin' Some Magic. I'm a Disney planning expert and I'm here to mix a little magic into your day. Each week I share Disney vacation planning tips, park strategies, and a little bit of Disney history sprinkled in. Of course, I like to include lots of Disney magic. Join me, let's mix in some magic.
Hello and welcome to Mixin' Some Magic. I'm Melissa and I am so happy that you're here. I took a break over Thanksgiving and I have been so sick. So I feel like it's been a while since I've sat down and recorded an episode, but I've missed you. It feels good to be back. I'm still not 100% better. I've still got a little cough, a little congested, but much better than it was. Hopefully you can't hear it too much in my voice. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Things have been crazy at my house this last month. My son got married. My husband had surgery and is now on crutches. We had Thanksgiving. We had my daughter's birthday. I helped my son and his wife move to Idaho. Plus, I was sick for like 3 weeks straight during most of the craziness. So, yeah, things have been kind of nuts, but it's settling down a bit and I am feeling much better. I have most of my Christmas shopping done. Thank you, Amazon. And I'm looking forward to a quiet rest of the year. Fingers crossed. If you are still looking for the perfect holiday gift for your family, might I suggest a Disney vacation? You knew I was going to suggest that, didn't you? If your kids are anything like mine, they have tons of stuff. And we really enjoy giving our kids experiences or family trips in place of gifts because they really don't need more stuff. And we've found experiences and vacations to be much more meaningful. Of course, if you're going to give a Disney vacation as a gift, please make sure you don't pay full price. My travel partners at Getaway Today have the best rates on hotels and their tickets are always discounted off the gate price. I'll put a link to them in the show notes, or you can give them a call at 855-GETAWAY and tell them Mixin' Some Magic sent you for the best deals. I decided it would be fun to highlight another Disney content creator every once in a while to help spread some Disney magic. So I want to introduce you to Disney Magic Zach. He's a charismatic British host who brings the enchantment of Disney to life on YouTube and on his podcast. From behind the scenes glimpses to heartwarming character stories, ride reviews, and exclusive interviews, Disney Magic Zach is your ultimate destination for all things Disney. I just know you're going to love him. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel and his podcast in the show notes and be sure to check him out. Before we get into this week's episode, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for you. Your support means the world to me, and I am truly humbled by the incredible community that we're building together through this podcast. I want to extend a special thank you to each and every one of you who has taken the time to listen, share, and engage with the show. Your enthusiasm and encouragement keep me creating content that I hope adds value and fun to your day. Whether you've left a thoughtful review or shared an episode with a friend or simply tuned in regularly, your support is the driving force behind this podcast success, and I appreciate it so much. I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with such an amazing audience. As we move into the new year, I would love to know your thoughts about the show. Your feedback is invaluable, and I want to shape the content of this podcast moving forward with your interests in mind. So to that end, I have created a Google form with a few questions. So if you would, please fill it out. That would be incredible and so helpful for me. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. And anyone who fills it out will be eligible to win a $25 Disney gift card. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this podcast community. and please fill out that Google form. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into our episode all about Club 33 at Disneyland. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Mixin' Some Magic. Oh my goodness. I have been dying to talk to you about my experience at Club 33. This has been on my bucket list for years, and I'm honestly still in shock that it finally happened. For those of you who might not be familiar, Club 33 is an ultra exclusive private club located in Disneyland, California. It's nestled in the heart of the park inside New Orleans Square and is not open to the general public. So there's this special kind of mystery that surrounds it. This club provides an elevated and intimate experience for its members and their guests. Club 33 is named after its address at 33 Royal Street in New Orleans Square at Disneyland. And Walt Disney actually designed this idea from the VIP lounges that he experienced at the World Fair. And he wanted Disneyland to have its own VIP lounge of sorts. Now, unfortunately, Walt Disney passed away before he was able to experience the full glory of Club 33. It opened 6 months after his death in 1967, so that is too bad. But Disneyland did not serve alcohol inside the parks until just recently, except at Club 33. So it was the first place inside Disneyland to serve alcohol. And Club 33, like I said, was envisioned as a retreat for Disney VIPs, a place to entertain like special guests away from the prying eyes of the general public. And its exclusivity extends beyond the hidden entrance to a limited membership roster. So it's very hard to become a member. And that kind of adds to like the mystique of Club 33 that has kind of captivated Disney fans and myself for a very long time. Now, I mentioned the hidden entrance. It's not like super hidden, but it's a little bit hidden, and it's one of the intriguing aspects of Club 33. So unlike other attractions, there's no grand sign or big conspicuous entrance. Members access the club through a very unassuming door marked only by a discreet plaque bearing the number 33. It kind of adds to the mystery and the fun. It's like this locked door. There's a little doorbell that you push. And when you push the doorbell, you tell them that you're there for a reservation, your name, stuff like that. And then they unlock the door and you can go inside. So it's very exclusive, I guess. I know I've used that word a lot, but I can't think of a better word to use. You might have walked by this door and never even noticed it, but next time you're there, pay close attention. Look for the Club 33 door. It's on Royal Street, and back there in New Orleans Square, nestled among shops and other things. You'll be able to find it if you're looking for it. I've been walking by this door for years and daydreaming about what it would be like to go inside, but like I mentioned, Club 33 is open to members only, and I am not a member. But we're going to talk about how to become a member in a little bit. The members of Club 33 are able to invite guests to join them, which is how I was able to go. I was invited to lunch by a Club 33 member, and I joined her and her sister, and it was absolutely magical. I'm going to talk more about it. But there are a few rules that members and their guests must abide by when visiting. So at this upscale establishment, maintaining a sophisticated demeanor is key. Unruly behavior is not allowed. Unconventional attire is not allowed. Solicitation or use of explicit language is strictly prohibited. So if I were to see like Tom Cruise at Club 33, I couldn't run over to him and pitch my movie idea. That would be totally inappropriate. I don't have a movie idea, by the way, but I was just exampling. That's what we say at my house. I know it's not a word, but my daughter said it when she was little, that she was exampling, and now we use it all the time. I think it should be a word. It's very descriptive. Anyway, in addition to observing proper etiquette, you're supposed to have good manners while you're there, obviously, even to the point of refraining from answering phone calls in the dining area. So phone calls should be taken out in the hallway. There's also a dress code. Now, there's a formal dress code that is enforced if you are having dinner and the dining room, the main dining room. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. But if you're visiting the main dining room, then women usually wear dresses or slacks paired with a nice top, and men wear collared shirts and dress pants because this dining room is much more formal. Now, if you're dining in the lounge, there's a more relaxed dress code, but it's important to avoid items such as athletic shorts or like ripped jeans, flip-flops, that kind of thing. Now, there's another rule that is very strictly enforced at Club 33, and that is no video recording of any kind is allowed inside the club. You're able to take as many pictures as you like anywhere inside Club 33 except for in the bathroom. No pictures are allowed in the bathroom. So I didn't get any video, but I did get lots and lots of great pictures. When I visited, then we ate in the lounge, so I was able to dress much more casually. I wore jeans and a Disney t-shirt, and that was perfectly acceptable. So the Jazz Club Lounge, or the Salon Nouveau, as it's also called, is usually just referred to as the lounge. And this is where I ate. It's got a much more relaxed, informal atmosphere. The menu is more simple. There is amazing New Orleans style artwork on the wall, and some of the artwork has Disney magic involved, and the paintings will randomly change a little bit, kind of like they do in the portrait hall on Haunted Mansion attraction. It's so cool. There's also a self-playing piano in the corner, and there is a full bar, but the space itself is pretty small. There are probably only like 15 to 20 tables inside the lounge. So it's very intimate, still very upscale, but also very casual at the same time. There's also the main dining room, or Le Grand Salon, as it's also called. This dining room is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I visited on a Monday, so I was not able to see this space, but I've seen pictures online, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This dining room is much more formal and has a set menu. So each guest pays about $150 for their meal in the main dining room, and the menu is much more formal with an appetizer, main entree, and dessert selection included. Now, although I have checked Club 33 off my list, my bucket list, I would love to go back and eat here someday in the future in the main dining room. Okay, now that I've explained a little bit about Club 33, then I'm going to walk you through my experience with Club 33 from start to finish. So I'm going to pull up my phone here so I can see my pictures that I took so I can kind of remember as we go along. So first things first, we got to the entrance. I got to push the little doorbell button. I have a video of myself doing that. That was the last video I took. And we actually just texted. I was there with my friend Chantel, and we were meeting the member who had invited us to visit her and eat in the lounge for lunch. So we texted her, told her we were there. She actually came down and let us in. And once you go in through the door to Club 33, you're actually in this kind of open atrium type area that has this gorgeous grand staircase that when we were there was all decorated for Christmas. And it was seriously so beautiful. The trees were decorated in like these gold balls and all these beautiful white flowers. And they had lots of colors like of teals and darker blues. It was just gorgeous. And then there were garlands up and down the staircase. Very pretty. And this staircase, I'm sure you've seen pictures of it, but it is this indigo blue color that is just so fun. Oh, it's so pretty. So I was excited to get my picture taken on the stairway because that's where you see everybody get their picture taken right there on that gorgeous staircase, all decorated for Christmas. So that was really fun to like finally have a picture of myself on that staircase. It was great. And it was fun that it was all decorated for Christmas. So after that, we went in and found our table. I got to meet the lovely lady who invited us for the first time, and she was joined by her sister, and they were the nicest people. I mean, truly like lovely people. I enjoyed chatting with them for the hour or so that we were there eating, and I just left feeling like I was a better person because I had got to hang out with them for an hour. Does that make sense? Have you ever met people like that that you hang out with or you're introduced to and you talk to for just a little while and then you're like, "Wow, they are like really good people," and I just soaked up a little bit of their goodness. I don't know if that even makes sense, but that's how I felt. They were seriously just so wonderful, such great people. But our lunch menu had quite a few different things. There was the most expensive item on the menu was this caviar that was $175. I didn't get that. Obviously, that is not my thing, but they also had, like, onion rings and a salad, and they had a signature sandwich. They also had a, classic Waltz chili and the famous Club 33 burger. They had all these yummy things. I ended up splitting their signature sandwich was this it was this hamburger, but it was a Wagyu beef burger, so I ended up splitting that with my friend Chantel, and then we also got the beer battered onion rings, and they were the best onion rings that I've ever had in my entire life. They were so good. So we decided to split those 2 things since we had been eating holiday treats in the park all day up to that point, and we had more holiday treats to eat after our lunch. So we split those, and while we were waiting for our food, they have these little selection of kind of like mixed nuts, but they were more of like a corn nut type thing with the seasoning. So they had a little bowl of that, and you scoop some on your own little, plate, and it was so good. I was trying not to, like, overdo it and just, like, eat all the nuts because that would be rude to eat all of the nuts on the table, but I wanted to, but I held myself back because I was being sophisticated and fancy, but really I wanted to eat them all. They were so good. But they brought us our food. Ours came with sweet potato fries, and this burger was so good. The sweet potato fries were so good. But those onion rings, like, seriously, those onion rings, they they were incredible, so incredible. Now, you're probably wondering how much my meal cost. Because I was splitting it with Chantel, I only paid $33. So for our burger, our onion rings, and our tip, and then it was $66. So it is more expensive than other places in the park, but it was still not nearly as expensive as eating in the main lounge, and the food was so good. One thing I was really impressed with was the very relaxed atmosphere. So when you're in the parks, it is just like hustle and bustle, and there's people everywhere, and a lot of the people are stressed, they're, like, trying to get from here to there, and the walkways are crowded and things like that, but that totally goes away when you enter Club 33. Like, there were probably, like, 4 other people eating in the lounge when we were there. Not 4 people, but 4 other parties, and it was just such a relaxed, uncrowded atmosphere that was really enjoyable and a very stark contrast to other areas of the park. And the wait staff was all amazing, so kind, so great, and they were very, um, like, relaxed too. Like, they weren't in a hurry, they weren't trying to rush people through to get rid of you so that they can put someone else in your table. It was just very relaxed, and that's how it's meant to be. Club 33 is meant to be an escape from the parks for their members. So I really loved experiencing that. That was pretty cool. The decorations were amazing. They had their Christmas trees out, and we had a really great view out over New Orleans Square through the window. Of course, they have their piano playing in the corner that was really fun. So after our lunch, we kind of wandered around, checked out the decorations. They have some amazing stained glass that was so beautiful. And then we went over to look at the Club 33 exclusive merchandise, which they had holiday Club 33 merchandise, and it was so cool. They had some really cute ears. They had a lounge fly. They had a stocking. They had a mug. They had like a keychain. It's all locked up in this cabinet. Plus, they had other bags that were really pretty. And I really, really thought about getting something, but nothing was like screaming my name. So I decided to chance it and hope that maybe someday I'll be able to go back again. And at that point, maybe there'll be something that's like calling to me, because I'm really not a merchandise person. If I see something that I love, then I'll get it. But other than that, I don't buy a lot of Disney merchandise. And there was nothing that was calling to me. But it was very fun to see the exclusive Club 33 merchandise area. Hopefully someday I'll get to go back, and maybe then I'll purchase something. Before we left, then we took a picture in the old lift elevator. There's this gorgeous wooden, it almost looks like an old-fashioned telephone booth, but it used to be the old lift that would take members upstairs before they redid Club 33 a few years ago. And this elevator is designed after some fancy one in a hotel that Walt Disney loved. And so I guess it's a very famous lift. And now that it's not operational, they still have it in a corner of the lounge, so you can go and take a picture there. So we made sure to do that, and that was pretty fun. Of course, we had to check out the bathroom before we left, and it was gorgeous. I didn't take any pictures because that's against the rules, but it was so big. They had like chairs in there and little couches in case you wanted to sit down and rest. And it was just so ornate and very, very pretty. So I loved the bathroom. We took a few more pictures on the staircase, and we're just kind of lingering because we didn't want to leave Club 33, but eventually we had to. Our time at Club 33 had come to an end, and I could have stayed there longer, especially eating some of that corn nut mixture. That was so good. But it was really, really amazing. And I hope I get to go back someday. It's still on my bucket list because now I need to go eat in the dining room. But such an amazing experience, and so very kind of that member to invite us to go have lunch with her. Like she has nothing better to do than sit and have lunch with strangers. She has better things to do. I am very confident. But so nice of her to invite us to experience that and just share that with us. She's just like spreading the Disney magic, and I appreciated it. Now, before we left, as she was walking us out, she said, do you want my Genie Plus lightning lanes for the day? And we were like, what? And she's like, yeah. So when you're a Club 33 member, then you get some lightning lanes every single time you're at the park. They're just on your app. And if you want to, you can gift them to other people. And so she was like, yeah, I'm not going to use them. So she walked us over to this desk on our way out, and she said, but I would like to give them each my fast passes. They're not called fast passes anymore. My lightning lanes. Can you split them up between the two of them? And the man at the desk was like, of course. And so he scanned our tickets, and then he added some Genie Plus reservations. Like they're kind of like multi-experience passes where you don't have to book them in advance. You can just go into the lightning lane and scan it whenever you're ready, and then you can use it, which was pretty cool. So amazing. It was like another little sprinkle of Disney magic after we'd already experienced amazing Club 33. So that was very, very cool. So what does it take to become a Club 33 member? Well, I asked some questions to our amazing host while we were at lunch, but I didn't ask a lot of specific questions because I thought that would be rude. Right? So I did also do some internet sleuthing, I guess. And there is not a lot of specific information out there because this is an exclusive club. Nobody really knows exactly. I mean, except for the members. And I didn't want to ask them because that would be rude. So, according to the internet, this is what I could kind of piece together and figure out about becoming a member, about perks, how much it costs, things like that. So from what I could gather, The list to become a Club 33 member is long, but it used to be really long. So it used to be that you had to get on a wait list and you would wait and wait and wait because there's only a certain amount of memberships offered every year. And some years they don't even offer any. So if somebody decides, like, it's very exclusive. I don't know how many memberships they have, but there's not a ton. And if somebody decides they're done being a member, then that opens up one spot. But it's not like they're packing people in because that's not the point of this membership. They're trying to keep it very exclusive. So the old wait list used to be like 10 to 15 years long to even be considered for membership. But recently things have changed a bit, and you now need a letter of recommendation from a current member to even be considered. So to be considered, you have to know somebody who's already a member and they have to recommend you. They have to say, yeah, this would be a good fit for these reasons. And there's still a waiting period, but it seems to be shorter, like maybe 1 to 3 years instead of 10 to 15. Now, I don't know what other things they do to vet you as a member, but I'm sure they do other things. So keep that in mind if you're considering becoming a member. Now, once you're accepted as a member, there's an initial membership fee that you have to pay right up front. I believe it's about $35,000. Now, every website I read kind of said something different, but 35,000 seemed to be the most current price that I could find. So you would pay that up front, and then according to the internet, again, you would pay about $15,000 in membership fees each year after that. So super expensive, but let's talk about perks, because the perks don't just, I honestly believed that becoming a Club 33 member meant that you just got to go into the parks and go to Club 33, make reservations there, that you just got to eat at Club 33. That was what you got with your membership. But that is not the case. They get a lot of perks being a member. Okay, so let me tell you what I found out. Club 33 members get a magic key, like the highest level magic key for the primary member, a spouse, and any children under the age of 18 who live in their house. This magic key is different than other magic keys. Like, you can't purchase a magic key like this because there are no reservations required. So you can show up to Disneyland at any time without making reservations. There's also no blockout date. So you can go whenever you want, and you can park hop whenever you want. You don't have to wait until 11 a.m. when everyone else wants to park hop. So you can do that as well. You get access to Club 33, obviously, at Disneyland, and you get access to 1901 at California Adventure, which is another restaurant that's very exclusive. On top of that, you also get 50 single-day park hopper tickets each year that you can do with whatever you like, which I think sounds amazing. If I got 50 park hopper tickets that I could do with whatever I wanted, that just boggles my mind. I would find families who aren't able to afford Disneyland or who have been going through a really rough year and be like, here you go. Here's tickets. Go to Disneyland. Have the best time. Oh, that would be so cool. So you get 50 single day park hopper tickets. Plus, each year you get 5 one-day VIP tour where you get to go around with the VIP tour cast member, and they take you around and you skip all the lines and things like that. 5 of those per year. Amazing, right? You also get special seating at fireworks and parades. Anytime you're in the park, you get access to the Club 33 concierge. So you call them and you're like, hey, we're going to come. We're going to be eating in the lounge this day. We'd also like to see fireworks. And then they book it all for you so that you can go sit and watch fireworks in front of the castle, all of that. You also get a tour of the Disneyland Resort Dream Suite when you become a member. They take you on a tour of this Dream Suite that is very exclusive. Most people don't ever get to see the Dream Suite, and so that is pretty cool. That's part of what you get to do. You also get access to other VIP events, private parties, attraction previews. Sometimes you might get invited to go to like the candlelight processional that they have at the holidays. You also get the set of Genie Plus lightning lanes each time you visit that don't require reservations. Like I mentioned before, I think you get 24. I think you get 24 a day, but I don't know why that number is stuck in my mind. I'm not, I mean, really, you can't quote me on any of this because this is just the information that I found out. I'm not saying that it's all 100% accurate, but I think it is. I think it's accurate as far as I know. So, would a Club 33 membership be worth the price to you? Once I found out all these perks, I was like, holy cow, they're getting a great deal. So I priced some things out. So the Inspire key, which is the top magic key that you can get, is $1,649 per year. So say you were a Club 33 member and you had a family of 4. That would cost you $6,596 for the year to have that top level magic key. But you would get that included with your Club 33 membership. Now, you'd also get the 50 single day park hopper tickets. Now, single day park hopper tickets pricing varies by date, but on average, they're about $175 per day. So you times that by 50, that's $8,750 just for the 50 park hopper one-day tickets. Now, you also get 5 VIP tours each year. And I went on a VIP tour for the first time this year, and it cost our group $3,500. And that was on the low end because we were visiting during the off season. So times that by 5, because you're going to go on 5 as a Club 33 member, that's $17,500 that it would cost you if you were just going to book 5 VIP tours. So just for the magic keys, the park hopper tickets and the VIP tours, you're looking at a value of $32,846 per year. And that's not including the perks of like no park reservations, park hopping whenever you want, Genie Plus passes every day, exclusive seating for parades and fireworks, a tour of the Dream Suite. And some places even said you get free valet parking at the hotels. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm sure there's other perks that I don't even know about. So Club 33, remember, costs, as far as I can tell, $35,000 up front and then $15,000 in membership fees each year. But they're getting a value of more than $32,846 per year. So it actually seems like Club 33 members are getting a really, really good deal. And now I have added a new bucket list item to my bucket list, which now visiting Club 33 isn't enough. I now want to become a Club 33 member. Wouldn't it be amazing? Now, this is the very first item on my bucket list that seems like a long shot. Like everything else on my bucket list is like go to Alani, visit the, Disneyland in different countries, things like that. So everything else I would like to do seems achievable because I think I could get to Alani at some time in my life. But becoming a Club 33 member, I am not so sure, but it's on there now. Now it's a dream of mine. Oh, it would be so fun. It would be so fun to like be able to gift Disney vacations to people, like by using your 50 tickets. It would be so fun to share the Club 33 experience with people. Like so fun to be able to do that and pay it forward to other people. I would love that. But I'm not sure it will ever happen for me. It's on my list. So it's out there now, but I guess I better start making a lot more money so that I can make it happen. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode and it gave you some insight into Club 33. Don't forget to fill out the Google form for me, please, please. The link is in my bio and it will really help me as I'm getting episodes ready for the podcast next year. Thank you so much for being here. You are the best. I'll be back next week with something new. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk soon.